Right, well, I guess I'm kind of late to the party here, but you know, people when they start talking about Clemson's tight ends, it's like they mention Jordan first, or they might mention Stanton. Is it in your mindset to kind of prove people that you're still here too, and prove people wrong?
It definitely. I mean, I understood that. I understand that. I knew that because when I first got here, you know, I couldn't learn as fast as those guys. So, you know, they were getting more reps to me, you know, getting more playing time. But little people know I've been working hard and, you know, doing what I got to do. And lately, I've been showing the coaches at practice that I'm capable of doing what they need me to do. So I'm coming slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So I'll arrive and people they'll see me out there this year, definitely. That's definitely.
At what point do you think you turned the corner? You know that it was like, I get it.
I mean, it was all a maturity type of thing. You know, actually studying and you know, being attentive in the meetings and understand what the coach was saying and try to ask questions. I wasn't like that at first. I was just going to meetings and just listen. You know, and then try to perfect what they were trying to, you know, put out this for us to craft. So, but now I have a better focus now and a better understanding. You know, I'm in the film room now. You know, paying attention to meetings. When I'm out there watching the first guys go, I'm making sure I'm watching them, getting my learning on. You know, so when I go out there, I can do the same thing, but possibly better. But everything's looking good. I'm positive. I'm gradually getting better each day.
You know, we've heard that maybe the tight ends will be used in some different ways this year.
Right.
To think about you and maybe Jordan on the field together with all these wide receivers, that the possibilities, I guess.
Well, lately they've been we'll be doing inside at practice, and me and Jordan we'll go down and do one-on-ones with the wide receivers. Cause they're looking to put us out, you know, in the red zone possibly at the 9-man, or you know, put us in the slot. But they're gonna be able to use me and Jordan both at wide receivers. I mean, motion me into the backfield, the tailback. It's gonna look good. It's sort of, I'll call it deadly almost. What we're gonna be able to do.
Do you feel like that looks good on? I mean, let's call it a resume: running back, tight end, wide receiver.
I think it looks wonderful because you know once the NFL, when the NFL starts to look at it, they can look at it as a different position, not only just tight end. They can look at me as a fullback or you know, a slot receiver, wide receiver, tailback, whatever they want me to do. You know, so I'm happy that they're broadening up our position and letting us move around and do multiple things because you know, the more you do, the better that is. You know. So we're working hard on that.
You obviously look the part. What was your goal body-wise coming out of the summer?
Well, I knew I needed to fill in every soft spot that I had. You know, it was mainly my legs and my hips. That's something I made sure I worked on: squatting and power cleaning, that type of thing.
Yeah.
I made sure that I was more explosive. You know, my speed index was good. So that's something we've been working on over the summer with Coach Batson and Coach Hogan and Coach Mo. You know, so my lower physicality has gotten way better, and that's what I need to work on.
Who's the fastest out of the tight ends?
Who's the fastest out of the tight ends? I would say me probably. If I was to race, if we was all to race, I would probably win. But Jordan Leggett, his route running is fast because he's used to playing wide receiver. So when he makes breaks, it looks fast. It was faster than mine at first, but now I done came up, you know. So I'll say that me and Jordan though, me and Jordan Leggett. Yes, sir.
Has that been the one thing you're really trying to work on, is route running?
That's the main, because I wasn't used to it. I was just trying to get to my spot. But now I've been focusing on my points, where I need to be, understanding, dividing the field, understanding, you know, coverages and my angles of routes and all that. And that's something Coach Morris really gets on us about because, you know, he's really focused on dividing the field and making sure the wide receivers are where they need to be. Because it's very important, very, very important.
Do you think that's something having that down, do you think that'll help you get on the field a little bit more?
Definitely. That's a big chunk right there. Knowing where you need to be on the field will definitely get you out there, because if you're in the wrong spot, you're going to mess up the whole play. You're going to mess up another wide receiver's route. You're going to mess up the quarterback's timing, you know, mess up his reads. And with this type of offense, everything needs to be 100% perfect. Everything.
When you guys are, like today before practice in the locker room, getting ready, doing whatever, is there a different kind of buzz just amongst the guys because y'all know that it's about to get really ramped up and we're about to start hitting each other?
I mean, it hasn't really changed, but we all understand. We know what to expect from the coaches. Mm-hmm. You know, we know what to expect from the defensive players, and the defensive players understand what to expect from the offensive players. So, you know, no one gets shook up. You know, they have us mentally ready for all of that. The physicality point, you know, there's nothing we can't handle. That's why we're here. You know, so that comes to us very easy.
I just didn't know if maybe it was a little more excitement.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's really exciting. You know, but we used to it. You know, and we knew it was gonna come eventually. So, but I can say though, when we do put on full pads and get ready to hit, everybody gets more enlightened and ready, you know, to practice. It's more fun because it's actually it's like game time almost, you know. So full pads, so it's fun. We all look forward to it and everything like that.
Were you going up against Jurgen?
Sir?
In the Paul drill, were you going up against Jurgen?
I was going against Tony Stewart in the Paul drill. Yeah, Tony Stewart.
How'd you hold up?
I went three. We had 3 drives. The first one I held him up pretty good. The second one he beat me. He beat me bad in the second one. The third one I held him up pretty good. But Tony Stewart's a good player. He plays with good leverage. You know, I'm a tall guy. He's a shorter guy. I'm not using that for an excuse, but he knew that. And he used that to his advantage. You know, to get up under me. So that's something I need to work on as well. My leverage and getting low, striking from low to high. That's very important though. But we got iron, like Coach Winnie said, iron sharper iron. So our defense is sharper than me, and we're sharper than them as well.
When you talk about you in the red zone at the 9-man or in the slot, what does that do from a matchup standpoint to the defense?
Well, it creates a big matchup, you know, because having a bigger body, run those routes, you know, phase or slant. It's more of an advantage because, you know, corners and your wheel linebackers, those guys aren't that tall. They're not 6'4", 220 pounds plus. You know, that's a lot smaller guys, so it's easier for us to box them out, get jump balls and that type of thing over them.